it would appear that we got an actual deck build theme this morning. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more. I was actually asleep most of the night. We got back from Gen Con last night, and holy moly, I didn't expect news, but they were covering it this morning. So this is going to be the Apodrakosis, which actually sounds like they're psychic dragon monsters. I haven't actually known anything about this, but okay. We previously called this theme Longhua, which is the Chinese reading for the characters for Ryuga, unsure of the exact concept, but aware it was a theme of the romance of the three kings due to the three factions warring to become top dog. With further information, we decided to go with a much clearer name, aware of the concepts Konami was trying to convey. We went with Apodrakosis to reflect the themes of the sublimation ascension, basically Apotheosis plus Draco here, as a theme and concept produced by Konami. And it's actually pretty cool, and it is basically a dragon ascending to an outright dragon. Okay, sure. So starting things off here, let me guess. This is a dinosaur? Alright, that's actually really cool. Level 10. Okay, well, that's very interesting. So this is going to be 3,1200. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. So we can shuffle this card from your hand into the deck to add one Apodrakosis Ascension Gate of the Dino Crag from your deck to your hand. Okay, well, we have a Roto right off the bat. That's pretty good. During your main phase, if two or more cards were destroyed this turn, we can swap some of this card from the hand. Okay, and then we can place one Apodrakosis Ascension Gate of Dino Crag you control on the bottom of the deck, and then target cards on the field up to the number of types among monsters on the field and destroy them. I'm actually just really happy that this is a free special summon, a free search for literally anything. Well, at least for the Apodrakosis Ascension Gate, and then a free board clear if need be. Like, okay. This art is sick. What? I'm actually really happy to also see that these dragons, that level 10 synergy is not locking us. Wait, what? This is a sea serpent? Oh boy. So this has got 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense. Wow, these things are really big. Oh boy. You only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's only once per turn. So, once again, we can discard this card to add that Apodrakosis Ascension Gate of Serpent Fall from your deck to your hand. Okay. Okay. During your main phase if two or more monsters other than Yamba, the Apodrakosis of Superfall, were sent from the hand to the graveyard this turn, quick effect, so I'll summon this card from the graveyard. So this actually recurs itself back from the grave. That's interesting. And then we can place one face up Apodrakosis, the Ascension Gate of Serpent Fall you control on the bottom of the deck, banish your opponent's entire hand, and if you do, they draw the same number of cards. Okay. That's pretty interesting, I guess. And then we have the Baba, champion of the Apodrakosis Wyrm Haze. This is a Wyrm. 3,000 attack, 1,500 defense. First, second, other effects. Okay, so you can banish this card from your hand, add a Apodrakosis, the Ascension Gate of Wyrm Haze from your deck to your hand. Alright. If a monsters becomes banished while this card is banished, and two or more cards and there are currently two or more banished monsters other than Baba, you can draw some of this card from your hand. Wow. I mean, these themes start out. I unfortunately see a ritual coming, so you can place one face-up Wyrm Haze you control on the bottom of the deck, add an Apodrakosis card from your deck or graveyard banishment to your hand, except for Baba. Okay, what's our big daddy Chungus do here? Why are you a level 10? Why are you a pendulum? I am so very confused. There are so many things wrong with this right now. Sure. Level 10 Light Dragon Ritual Pendulum. Okay, welcome back, Odd Eyes. So our Pendulum effect here, it's also 3,500 attack points. Sure. So, Pendulum effect. You can only use the Pendulum effect this card's name once per turn. During your main phase, you can add one Apodrakosis card from your deck to your hand, except for a Pendulum monster, and then destroy this card. Okay, sure. So we can ritual summon this card with Gamba Luminous Apodrakosis of the Starforge. Must be special summoned by its own effect. You can only special summon one of these per turn. Oh boy. And then if a monster or monsters on the field is destroyed or by battle or card effect, all cards in your extra deck contribute a level 10 Apodrakosis monster, and if you do special summon this card, this is treated as a ritual summon. Then you can destroy up to 2 cards you control. If you do, place an equal number of Apodrakosis continuous spell cards from your deck face up on the field. Sure. Alright, what do these things do? Okay, so this is the Apodrakosis world creation. I sniffle here. Because isn't this just... Is this going to tie into DT lore here? Because, like, this feels like this is like a Saphira clone here. So, you can reveal... You can only use the first and second effects this card's name once per turn. Only once that turn. So, we can add 1 Apodrakosis monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can add 1 Apodrakosis pendulum monster from your hand to your extra deck face up. Okay, sure. During your main phase, if you control an Apodrakosis pendulum monster, you can banish this card and 1 Apodrakosis monster from your graveyard. Special summon an Apodrakosis from your deck with the same original type as the monster banished. Interesting, okay. The Apodrakosis Ascension Crest of Transmigration. Okay, so this is basically the 3 fighting it out the way it looks here. So you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So, when this card resolves, take 3 monsters, a Dinosaur, a Sea Serpent, and a Wyrm, add 1 of them to the hand, banish the other, and send the last one to the graveyard. You cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for Dragon, Dinosaur, Sea Serpent, and Wyrm monsters. If you have a face-up Guanghua Luminous of the Starforge in your extra deck, you can special summon up to 3 Apodrakosis monsters with different names, 1 each from the deck, graveyard, and or banishment. Yeah, that's pretty gosh darn good. This card, that's all on a field spell, by the way. This card opens up some pretty crazy synergy to dinosaurs. Now, you just got to play the Sea Serpent, the Wyrm, which, okay, sure. The Apodrakosis Ascension Gate of Dino Crag. So this is the thing that our first guy interacts. Huh. Is that Oviraptor? Hey, buddy, how are you? You can only control 1 of these per turn. So, Apodrakosis monsters, you control, gain 3 in attack. Your Apodrakosis pendulum monsters, and level 10 or higher, whose original type is Dinosaur, you control, gain this effect. Once per turn, when this effect of a monster with less attack on the field is activated, quick effect, you can place 1 face-up Apodrakosis continuous spell card on the mob of your deck to negate that activation. Okay, sure. The Ascension Gate of Serpent Fall. You know, these are really cool. So you control 1 of these. Your Apodrakosis monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. Apodrakosis Pendulum Dragon, or Pendulum monsters and level 10 or higher monsters, his original type or Sea Serpent, gain the following effects. Once per turn, during the opponent's turn, you can place an Apodrakosis continuous spell card on the bottom of the deck, target card on the field, and return it to the hand. I love the fact these can just tuck themselves back, just to interrupt the opponent. And then we have the Gate of Wyrm Haze. These arts are so sick. So you can only control 1 Wyrm Haze. Any monster sent from the field to the graveyard during your opponent's turn is banished instead. Hello? Did we really need to give this a floodgate condition? Apodrakosis pendulum monsters and level 10 or higher monsters whose original type is Wyrm. Your opponent can, or you control, gain the following. You can place 1 face-up continuous spell on the bottom of the deck, and target 1 Wyrm monster, or 1 face-up monster on the field, change its attack to 0. Yo, okay. I gotta say, okay, so we have you have a bounce, you have an attack to 0, you have a negate, which is insane. Your field spell is bonkers. The creation is actually pretty cool. I do like that. The ritual theme for this, I mean, this is an interesting take. This card does a lot. I think that this is a lot of cool stuff, to say the least. And all 3 of these monsters are actually kind of cool. It is kind of cool to see, like, these guys, the way that these are trying to interact is, like, I don't know, it's incredibly unique in my opinion for a boss monster, you know, kind of deck. So we'll have to wait and see how these work out. But for now, I definitely think that these are really, really cool in terms of, you know, creativity. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.